Hey, what's going on? Tony Scott here on this Monday. How's it going? How was the weekend? Hope it was great for you. I'm, of course, in the studios of Smooth R&B 105.7 headed towards the final hour of the Smooth Ride Home, which I host Monday through Friday from 2 to 7 and most Saturdays from 3 to 8. And if you missed my tea today, I'm here to recap some of that, some other stories too that we didn't get into tea. And, of course, with your interactions, always important that you put your comments up and we have a conversation. It's kind of a different kind of a conversation because you're not actually here with me. You understand. So New Edition had plans for a reunion tour. I mean, the BET miniseries, the New Edition story was huge. They're going to follow that up with a Bobby Brown story, right? But New Edition was hot again, and people wanted to see them in concert. Big deal. But apparently the tour is not going to happen because there's drama with the guys. Apparently, the New Edition trademark is owned by Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill. And Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike are upset because they're not part of it, and they want to be part of it, and they can't get their names added to the New Edition trademark. How did Johnny get a cut in line on that? Y'all was sleeping, man. Who was sleeping on the job? Johnny Gill owns the trademark. But the guys, again, Ronnie DeVoe, Michael Bivins, Ricky, and Bobby. No, they're not getting part of that, and so there's beef right there. So the fellas don't want to tour because they're not getting along over that. That's too bad. Hopefully they can work that out. I don't see why that can't be split 6 ways. They're always talking about how they're there for each other and they're brothers and they're tighter than tight and everything like that. Well, apparently they're not as tight as we thought they were, or they led on to be. Okay, DeBarge is trying to reconnect with his kids. El's got 11. He's got 12 kids. He's got 11 biological kids. He's got one child that he's always claimed as his own. And his drug problem, well documented over the years, kept him away from his children. Now he's trying to reconnect with them. There was a picture I saw, I'll link you to it at krb.com, of him and his daughter who was getting married at the time. And he says he did lose a 3-year-old daughter to the system. He told Jet Magazine when he was on drugs, she got into the system and he doesn't know where she is. She may have been adopted. So, but he's trying to do the right thing and be there for them as much as they'll let him be. Somebody posted on Facebook that it's sad, he should be ashamed of himself. We make mistakes. We're humans. He's trying to right a wrong. How bad is that? And Stevie Wonder is saying Kanye, he's calling BS on Kanye. Kanye said that slavery was a choice. I think he regrets saying that now, but he said it. And he says, and Stevie Wonder says that's, if you know your black history, then you know that's BS. Stevie was also asked if he would join President Trump's racial summit, and he said, hell no. That's a quote. So there's that. DJ Khaled said in an interview that, was it last week, that he doesn't do the oral thing on his wife. Although she's expected to please him, he doesn't do her because he's a king. I'll tell you what he is. He's a damn liar is what he is. He's a liar. He's a king. Shut up. Everybody's a king. Everybody's a king. He's lying. Come on, man. Really? Really? Now, some people say, well, you know, he's Middle Eastern descent, that culture. He gave that culture up a long time ago when he got into hip-hop, okay? Okay, let's be clear on that, right? Now, T.I. says he's all about pleasing his woman. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson also says, you know what? I ain't DJ Khaled, right? I take pride in being able to perform great in everything I do in life. Okay. And what else? Did I tell you about, you know, Jada Pinkett Smith's Facebook show, Red Table, begins today, I believe. And she's done a show, it's a show with her daughter and her mother, a talk show. And she had Gabrielle Union on one episode where they apparently had a beef for 17 years. I think I told you about that last week, where they kind of squashed that. Don't know exactly what the beef's about. I guess you'll have to watch to see what that's about. Also, she had Will's first wife, Cherie Zampino, on the show. And Jada admits that where Will's concerned, she might have been a little bit of a homewrecker. I think I told you about that, too, last week. So there's that, too. People are wondering what's up with the group 112. 112 was huge in the 90s and stuff, but apparently they lost 2 original members. Are no longer with the group. They performed very recently, and Q Parker and Darren Jones were not there performing. Even Lily from SWV was like, what's up with that? So there you go. Morgan Freeman's step-granddaughter's killer is guilty of manslaughter, but not murder. Lamar Davenport's lawyer argued that Lamar was on PCP when he stabbed Adina Hines 25 times while screaming, "I love you, I always loved you, God would have wanted this." The judge says that Lamar didn't act with malice. He was just high on drugs, so it's manslaughter. I don't really agree with that. I'm sorry. I don't see where that makes sense. And a woman threw her panties on the stage at Bruno Mars concert in the Philippines. Why is that news? Well, because apparently he picked them up with 2 fingers. I don't know, man. Why is that news? Oh, for real. What I want to know is when women, and not all women would do this, obviously, but when women plan to throw panties on the stage, do they have like a pair in their purse that they throw on stage, or do they actually take them off and then throw them on stage? And somebody answer that for me. I'm just saying. I want to know. I want to know what that's about. Let's see. Let me see. What else is going on? Did you see the video? There's a cop in California. This guy. What's his name? Jose Areola. Was at a convenience store. He bought some Mentos. And a cop, all he saw was the guy put the Mentos in his pocket. He just assumed the dude was stealing them. So he pulls a gun. He pulls a gun on a dude for stealing Mentos. And the guy was like, I didn't steal the Mentos. I paid for the Mentos. And the cop says, put the money, get your money, get out. And he drew his gun. He drew his gun because of some Mentos. What? And then the clerk says, dude, he paid for the Mentos, man. It's all good. So the cop let him go, but the man filed a complaint. Well, hell yeah, he filed a complaint. He should file a complaint. What is that about? That's crazy. And at the University of Florida graduation, have you seen the video on this? Some students, I mean, graduating from college ain't easy. I'm not a college graduate, but two of my kids are. Doing college is hard. And so these kids were celebrating on stage when they got to the diploma. They do a little dance and all that. Well, somebody from the faculty was shoving these kids, literally putting hands on these students and grabbing them and pushing them away. And the head of the college, well, the deans, chancellors, whatever they're called, he's apologized. In fact, he called the students personally to apologize to them for that behavior and says that no longer will be the case. The kids will not be restricted. They weren't restricted anyway. And I want to know who was this teacher and what made him think, this faculty member, and what made him think it was okay to do that. Because I don't get that at all. That's crazy. You can't do that. You can't put your hands on people like that. There was no policy. There's no official school policy saying that you can't do that. So how you going to stop them now? You can't do that. And you put your hands on them? Dude, come on, man. Come on, man. Janet Jackson's going to get the Billboard Icon Award and will perform, and that'll be on TV the near future. It'll be her first television performance, actually, in 9 years. 9? That's a long time. Netflix is killing sex lives for people. They say the busiest time for the internet is between 10 and 11 o'clock, and then most of that is because of Netflix, and they're saying, hey, people ain't getting it in because they're watching Netflix. Netflix and chill. What? How do they know that? I mean, I understand they can find out when's the busiest time for the internet. I get that. That's easy to track. But how do you know what people are doing? I'm just saying. Y'all hack the cameras or something? Y'all watching these people? What are y'all doing? What's up with that? So there's that, and whatever else you guys want to talk about. If I missed something, something you guys want to mention, you're more than welcome to bring it up as we get into this with missionary Patrice and Ellen, and also thank you, Patrice. Janelle is in the house, and Regina is checking in, and Martha and everybody. Yvonne, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Let's see. I saw a New Edition in concert a couple of years ago, Regina says. They did so well. I would love to see them again. Yeah, well, you know what? Everybody says they put on a good show, but this time it may not happen because there's a problem with the trademark. And the guys, there's 6 of them. 4 of them are not included in the trademark, and they don't want that. They don't want that. So DJ Khaled's sex life is private, but he's the one who said what he said. So he's the one who made his sex life public, and I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I'm sorry, I don't believe him. I do not believe him. You believe him? I don't believe him. Cindy, I don't know if they're throwing dirty panties up there. That's what I'm saying. Do they have a pair in their purse that they take out and throw, and they keep the ones they had on to keep them with? And when you put on underwear, if you put on underwear like right now, does that make them automatically dirty because you've got them on now? That makes them dirty? That automatically. The minute the second leg goes through the leg hole, they're dirty. Is that the deal? I don't know. The throwing the panties is nasty, Regina says. It's a nasty thing. I heard they're going to make it an Olympic event. I'm just saying. The hatred is getting real. These people are starting to believe they are superior. Well, Donna, I don't think I think it's always been there. I think they're empowered. And they're empowered because of one person. And we know who that person is. I think it's always been there. It's always been there. And so I remember some people were saying that now that Obama was president years ago that racism was over. Oh, it's not. Who the hell told you that? Just because we got a black president, racism automatically ended? What are you, stupid? It's like, wait, what the hell? What is that? What is that? Polly, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. So you're saying the minute the second leg goes in the leg hole, they thereby are deemed sweaty. I did see the Childish Gambino, Donna. What'd you think? I thought it was very interesting. There's a lot of symbolism in there, right? There's a lot of frankness in there. There's a lot of honesty in that video, and I think it was pretty brilliant myself. The message. I think a lot of people miss the message, and people are debating what the message is. And the message is that for people who look like Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, look like you, look like me, that's our reality. That is our reality. And I don't think people who never had, that's not their reality. It's hard for them to accept that there's a lot of truth in that video. Because that's not what they see. That's not what they're subjected to. They're not the ones being followed around the store. They're not the ones who, when they walk on the sidewalk and a woman comes the other way, she grabs her purse and holds on tight because you're walking towards her. That's not their experience. That a cop just looks at you like you're a suspect. For a lot of people, that's not their reality, so they're not going to relate to this. To them, this is like, why is he shooting people in the video? Because they don't know. They don't. That's not their life. That's not their reality. And that's just too bad. I guess because they lack empathy. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's great. If you can go through life without being a victim of anything based on the color of your skin or be called a name because of the color of your skin, if you go through life like that, that's fantastic. I think. I don't know. I haven't, that luxury left me before I was a teenager. I'm just being honest with you. But a lot of people, that's their life. They've never had that problem. Well, good for you. But that's not reality. And I think people miss the whole thing. They're empowered right now because of a certain man who's president. He's their guy, no matter what. You talk about ride or die. You want to talk about ride or die. These supporters of the president are ride or die. They're going to follow him. They're going to follow him straight into hell. They really are. They're going to follow this man straight into hell. And it's just not common folk. I mean, look at Franklin Graham. Billy Graham's son says that the president's relationship with Stormy Daniels is nobody's business. Well, the hell it ain't. If he paid somebody off, which is not illegal unless he used campaign money, but that aside, that means that he's susceptible to being blackmailed. And if you're president of the United States, you can't have that. You can't be susceptible to blackmail. We can't have that. Because next thing you know, we're swearing in Putin over here. But those, he's the Pied Piper of the Republican Party right now, and he is playing that. He's playing that little. He's playing it, man, straight into hell, and they're going to follow. They're going to follow him straight in there too. Regina says, does one member trademark the name of a group? No, not necessarily. I mean, in New Edition's case, actually, Johnny Gill and Ralph Tresvant own the trademark. So it can be all six. It can just be one. It just depends. But if Johnny and Ralph have the trademark and the other four don't, my question is, as tight as you guys say y'all are brothers and stuff, why don't the other four are on the trademark? There's a problem there. Because y'all want everybody to know how much y'all love each other and how tight you guys are, and y'all go through thick and thin and y'all ride or die for each other. I mean, you guys, like, with everything, Bobby supposedly did and maybe even said about you guys, and you guys still take him back and still include him as a member of New Edition. But when it comes to this trademark thing, no. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that about? So, I'm surprised Maurice Starr doesn't have the trademark to New Edition. To be honest, I'm surprised any of the members have it. That's crazy. Because, clearly they were young. They didn't know back in the day. You mean all these years? For how many years was New Edition not trademarked? That's what is that? So you're saying, Willa says, when the drawers touch your body, so the minute you grab them out of your drawer with your hand, they are no longer clean. This is what you're telling me, Willa? Is that the deal? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. I could co-sign that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, the trademark issue, as politicians say, is a very complicated issue, Regina. So, but as it stands right now, Johnny and Ralph own the trademark issue. Own the trademark, and that's the issue for Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. So that's the deal. Yeah. Apparently, New Edition is not ride or die like they claim to be. They claim they're tighter than 10 toes in a sock, but apparently not. Apparently not. Cindy says, "Stop it with the New Edition talk, or to talk about when the drawers are dirty." I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I know. I tell you, well, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's you don't care about stuff like that. That's not important. When you're wearing for 8 hours, then you go to a 2-hour concert. Oh, well, that Cindy, you know what, Cindy? I understand that, but my question is this though. When are drawers officially dirty? When do they officially go from they're clean to dirty? Is it once you pull them up? Is it once the second leg goes through the leg hole, the first leg goes through the leg hole? Willa says when they come out, when you take them out of the drawer, when you pull them out of the drawer, they're officially dirty. I'm curious. Sapphire says, I wish there was a way for New Edition to agree on a peaceful compromise. I think the only compromise on this is going to be to split the trademark 6 ways. That's going to be the only way to. And don't you think that's a fair way to do it? I mean, really, it's the fair way to do it. You can make a case that Bobby doesn't get a full 1/6 share because he's not in the group. Well, you know what? You guys have always said he may not be with us, but he's in the group. I'm just saying. When you were Cindy, I'm lost. When you're wearing for 8 hours, you go to a concert. Okay, I got you. All right, Cindy, don't be done. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. Donna says, no, we want to. I was gonna say, I noticed like my drawers they're too big now because I've lost weight. So I need to get some more. That's all I was gonna say. But you want to know about my drawers? No, you don't want to know about I don't want to know about my drawers. But I just noticed that they're too big now. So I need to get some more. Regina says, once you pull the drawers up above the knee, done. Done. You can no longer put them in back in the drawer. So okay, so if you put on some drawers and then you put some a dress or some pants on, and you say, you know what, this is gonna work better with a thong, right? So you take your drawers off, put a thong on. So those drawers, you only had them on for like 30 seconds. Do they go back in the drawer, or do they go in the hamper? Which do they do? I mean, you only had them on 20 seconds. You decided, you know what, a thong's going to work better with this outfit. So you take them off. You put them back in the drawer? Or do they go in the hamper? You put them in the hamper? Gene says, I put them in the hamper. Okay. All right. And Cindy says, the Bruno Mars thing, I agree with you. She says, I think they get clean ones out of their purse and throw them up there, and they keep the ones on. So, okay. Nina says they go in the hamper. They go in the hamper. So if both leg holes get filled, they're disqualified. They can no longer go back in. If they touch your package, they go in the hamper. Well, I guess they had to touch your package because you had to see if you decided, thong's going to work better with this outfit because I can see panty lines or whatever, right? So they go in the hamper, even though you only had them on 20, 30 seconds. Hamper. Everybody says hamper. Cindy says they touch the package, they hit the hamper. All right. Now that we clear that up, let's move on to politics. No. Ah, man. It's crazy. Crazy. My daughter took her, she had to take some tests that I paid $300 for. I don't know what it was a test on, it was a psych test, but it was, something, I don't know. But she took one today. She's got one all week. So one every day this week. So next topic. Cindy says, next topic, please. Let's get to the next topic. Donna says, should not have asked. You're right. But now that you know, Donna, but now you're going to have women send you underwear at the station. May as well give your size. You know what? No. If you send me drawers here to the station, I'm going to throw them away. I don't, you know, I got to do all that. And nobody's going to do that anyway. That's crazy. Drawers cost money. Drawers cost money. I'm just saying. Drawers cost money. You know, my wife and I were talking about this, though. Why is it like when we drop food on the floor, we'll pick it up and put it in the trash can, right? But why is it when we drop some medication, that thing can roll under the carpet into the dust bunnies, and we will take that joker out and wipe it down and take that pill like it just came out the bottle, right? Why do we do that? And my wife says, because medicine costs money. I said, well, the food you dropped on the floor, you paid for that too. You paid for that, so I mean, you know, why that? And she was like, nah, it's a little different. I said, okay. But we will do that. That little pill will roll, and you're trying to catch up with it, and it will roll, and it'll like scrape the rug, and then roll under the couch, and that one spot that you forgot to dust, it'll be sitting in there with cobwebs and spider webs and all that stuff. You will take that joker and you will why do we do that? The royal wedding. Hey, did you see? I saw that over the weekend. Did you see Meghan Markle's half brother wrote a letter to Prince Harry, and I got a link to it on the website. You go to krb.com, just type in Meghan Markle, it'll pop up. But her half brother, typed a letter, actually hand wrote a letter and sent it to Prince Harry, telling him it's not too late to call this wedding off because my sister is going to make you guys look foolish. I'm surmising what he said, but she said, he says that Meghan put her father in so much debt that she used her father, and he still hasn't recovered from his debt. And I mean, it was just a pretty long letter, you know, and I saw that and I was like, wow. I'm guessing the half brother didn't get an invite. That's what I'm guessing. I'm going out on a limb here. Saying that he was not invited, right? Why is it that I'm holding my breath? I mean, I want her, if it's meant to be, obviously it's meant to be. And why am I holding my breath about that wedding, though? Is it going to happen? I mean, it's 2 weeks away. Is it going to happen? I want it to happen. If she wants it to happen and he wants it to happen, I want it to happen. I do. But the world we live in. Yeah, Tasha, he's a hater. He's a hater. Hater! That's what he is. Yeah. Willa says she will chase that pill down under that couch, especially if she's got a headache. Absolutely. Yeah, but you let that Cheeto roll under there, it's done, man. There's no way that Cheeto's coming back. It's going straight to the garbage. But boy, if it's medication, no. Are you Cindy? You're holding your breath too regarding the wedding and things like that. Yeah, I mean, because you know it's a big deal. I mean, it's a big deal. Yeah, he's mad because he wasn't invited, Tasha. That's true. He was. I mean, that's obvious. He's upset he wasn't invited, but you know. But then you have to ask yourself, well, how much of that is true though? What he wrote, is any of that true for real? Like for real? For real? True? Really? Wow. See, I'm wondering how much of that is true and how much isn't true. I'm curious. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, but yeah, that's the story. That's the story on that. And then I read an article about Dr. Dre was suing this gynecologist who goes by the name of Dr. Dre, but he spells it D-R-A-I, and I think he lives like in the South in the Carolinas or something like that. But apparently, he uses
the Dr. Dre name also, because Dre's his first name. Dre is short for something else, like Dreadiah or something, and Dr. Dre was suing him for infringement, saying that people are going to get confused. I don't think anybody's going to mistake Dr. Dre from NWA as a gynecologist. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'll go out on that limb. And apparently a judge thought the same thing and was like, yeah, you know what? Come on, man. Come on, really? Come on. And the Dr. Dre gynecologist spells it D-R-A-I. So it's not even spelled the same. And he is a doctor, and he's a real doctor, exactly, Cindy. He is actually a real doctor. So, Dr. Dre, you're not a real doctor. You're a real Dre, because your name's Andres. We'll give you that, and you got money coming out of your ears. We'll give you that too. Absolutely, we'll give you that. But I'm just saying, and the judge says, come on, man, I got better things to do to be fooling with this foolishness, man. He's a real doctor. He spells it D-R-A-I, man. You're a pretend doctor. Go sit down. Have several seats. Yeah, the royal wedding topic, Sapphire. I worry about that. My hair didn't get this color just for the hell of it. It's just I worry about everything, and I just hope that if that's meant to be, that it happens. I do. A lot of ugliness out in the world, so I'm just saying. So, all right. Well, let's wrap up here. If you missed our Facebook Live from Friday when we were talking about who can get in from Wakanda, you can get it on YouTube, on my YouTube page. I got it up. It was a lot of fun. Cindy, I'm glad that you needed a laugh today, and I'm glad I was able to provide that for you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. That means a lot. So, all right, you know the drill. Follow me on all my social media. I got to get my YouTubes up, man. You guys got to help me out with that. You guys got to go to youtube.com/thistandthatmedia. And just subscribe to the channel. I need to get those subscriptions up so that I can stay in the program, because I think I'm getting close to being back in the program based on some other criteria. But if you guys can subscribe, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram also, Tony Scott Media there, and on Twitter, Tony Scott Media, and on Facebook, the black and white picture, Tony Scott Media. I got Tony Scott Media 2. So there's a few of them. The one with the black and white picture, that's the one you want to follow. So that's the one that I go live on and things like that. So appreciate you guys so much for being with me today. Thanks so much. Share this if you can and like it and that kind of stuff. It means a lot. And let's plan on something for tomorrow. Okay? Y'all take care.